Okay, that's how we doing this. All right. Hi, everyone. Why are you shaking that? It's the wrong video. Sometimes, dear husband to the left of my, doesn't know what video we're doing.
I know what video we're doing. I'm still gonna pull a name. And those that's watching this video is like, why do you pull a name? Watch the other video.
I'm gonna let you do this today.
Oh, you not? Be squared.
So happy Sunday. Saturday video didn't happen. It was on the to-do list, but it didn't happen.
Why didn't it not happen?
Because we were busy.
We were busy?
So I know last week I told y'all I was gonna do a garage sale.
And I told y'all we were not.
And we did not. But we did Parade of Homes. So tell them how happy you are about Parade of Homes. Hello?
You said tell them I'm happy about Parade of Homes.
Tell them how your Parade of Home experience was.
Too long.
We only went to a few houses.
No. You gonna tell them the truth or you gonna lie?
We only went to a few houses.
We agreed on 2 and we went to how many?
5. I told y'all we was gonna go 5.
So let's go back. Let's recap. If we agreed on 2 and we went to go see 5, who is right and who is wrong? Patrick Williams, I need you to comment. Thank you very much. Moving right
Patrick's
along.
gonna always have your back.
No, he's not. I'm
yes,
not
he
wrong.
is. He said he will always have your back,
wrong.
even if you're wrong.
If I agree to do 2 and we end up seeing 5, that means next week we don't have to go.
That's not what that means. Parade of Homes through October 8th. Get your books and such out.
They don't have any more books.
Okay. Download the app, and you too can visit 5 homes.
Next week I'm gonna say 1.
You said 2 last time.
So you bamboozled me.
Nope. It was just all in a row. And
so
you were like,
you could have said we're gonna see this one and that one and then go on back on our business.
I said, do you want to go see this one? You said, sure. You want to go see the next one? Sure.
I said whatever you want. See, I do things for you like that. You'll never compensate for me. You just say, you know what, honey? You went to go see 5 with me last week. We don't got to see that many this time. We can go see 1 and be done with it. But no, you can try to take advantage.
You know? You see that? Anyway, so we did Parade of Homes. We did some candy sales. If you still need a candy bar from Riley, for the Music Booster fundraiser, they are $1. Crisp, almond, caramel, milk chocolate, dark chocolate. Let me know. Have cash app back to Bianca. BACK 2 BIANCA. Those are my commercials. What else you got?
I ain't got no commercials. Bet on black.
Always. So go ahead.
I will shout out to 816 Catering, the food truck.
ATE 16, right?
SIX.
Oh. So the 1 is the only thing that's a number?
Yes.
8 ATE 1 SIX 6. Black owned, right?
Yeah.
They were at the food truck Saturday in Blue Springs this past Saturday. Don't know where they'll be after that, but look them up. Support. We saw the food trucks on Saturday. That was another thing that delayed us.
Mm-hmm.
Because we had to stop. Because who doesn't stop for a food truck?
It's different foods.
I had fish and chips. Very good.
Not black owned business.
Not black owned. But it was very good nonetheless. And I would go again. I didn't get to get the cupcake or the ice cream. But I did get some frozen lemonade. Wasn't strawberry. But that's neither here nor there.
That was really good too. I don't know. that black owned or not.
I don't know. It wasn't a black-owned food truck festival, but it was just that one truck that was there that was black-owned. So being supported. So Ben's about to pull this name and randomly talk about this.
I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm gonna pull a name.
But on Tuesdays we record Commissioner's Desk. That is our fantasy football league info. So who is that? I can't see that.
Nobody can. Roland's team.
Oh, I was like, Roland's team is the spotlight team that we will be discussing on Tuesday. In addition to who is left in the Owens family or the undefeated family. If anybody, we will discuss it. Chat's been a little quiet, but we'll chat about it. And we don't hold back. It don't matter if it's one of us. We don't hold back. That's all for that. Meet us over at Commissioner's Desk on Tuesdays. And back to B Squared. So, do you want to go into Married at First Sight?
Sure.
All right. So, Married at First Sight, they had a couple of shows that are dragging, but we're getting into the good stuff now. It's still 2 hours long. I don't know why. I don't know who voted for that, but I vote for us not to do that again.
I think it's been 2 hours long the entire time it's been on, and nobody's ever paid attention to it.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I don't feel like it was. I feel like it was just an hour. I feel like
it was either 2 hours or an hour and a half, because I remember when you were in the hospital with the emergency room at one time, and we watched it in the emergency room, and it was a pretty long show.
When was I in the hospital emergency room?
At Lee Summit.
Way back in the day?
About 4 years ago, yeah. 3 or 4 years ago. That was a Philadelphia season. Okay. No. When the black guy didn't want to sleep with the black woman, and she was trying her best to sleep with him, and he didn't want to sleep with her, and then he didn't keep her after the end. That was Philadelphia, yeah.
Okay. I feel like that's been more than 4 years.
Well, Philadelphia season, all I know.
Y'all have to excuse my eye. It is draining. I probably need some eye drops, but it is what it is. All right, so getting into Married at First Sight, they're kind of getting accustomed to their life together, and now they're talking about intimacy and trust.
You see my eyebrows up on my head?
No. Horrible. So let's kick it off with Mirla and Gil. She finally kissed the boy. Twice.
What led up to that before that, though? Oh, they had a meeting with Dr. Viviana. Mm-hmm. And they talked about it, and he was like, no, I'll still stand by. If you don't kiss me in these 8 weeks, I'm getting a divorce. Like, I'm not going to sit around for this. Like, you can't kiss me? Like, we're doing good, and everything's flowing, and we're touchy-feely and everything, but I can't get a kiss?
Because she said she wasn't going to, because she said kissing was the most intimate to her. And so she felt like she has to get to know him and be comfortable with him. And so he was just like, are you not there? Are we not comfortable?
Because he said he would feel like she wasn't into him, period. Mm-hmm. And if you're not into me, let's move on.
Period. That's facts. So I can see that.
So you end up getting a kiss. Congratulations, Gil.
They're gonna make it
75% chance of making it.
At least that's more than the half you gave them.
I'm gonna go ahead and give them a full 1. They're gonna make it. In this halfway point, we didn't get to watch a halfway show. We shouldn't take it for that. But anyway, they're halfway now. She doesn't seem like she doesn't want to be with him. And their issues, he's okay with it. She's kind of, the way she is with the spending and everything. Mm-hmm. They don't have a common ground just yet. So they're, after the show, I don't think they're going to make it. But, because when you have fundamental issues with spending, and you don't get on the same page, it's going to be a problem.
But what I've seen in Unfiltered, he says, I don't have a problem with the spending with like high priced things, because he had Gucci shoes.
Okay.
And so,
well, he got some shoes after he got on the show, and they started paying him better.
no, them was in his closet. And Jamie Otis called him out and was like, you seem like you spend too. And he said, I didn't say I had a problem with nice things. He said, I just wanted to find out what was her budget and things like that. So it sounds like whatever the issue was, that he thought that she was just really high maintenance.
She is high maintenance.
She is very high maintenance. They can't even do the blindfold thing. Excuse me. Because of her lashes.
The show just began. It's 10 minutes into the show. 10 minutes into the B squared. We got the official yawn. Yes, but you're correct. And I guess the fact that his only issue is that he wants to feel wanted and needed, like any man wants to.
Right.
He's trying to do things and he wants to respond to that. And the whole foot rub thing a couple weeks ago, that didn't go over well. But there's other things I think that they're doing, and they're maybe off camera that they're connecting. Right. Because they are very, they sitting there and he got his arm around her. Where her hand at?
Well, she might be making sure his hand don't go nowhere else.
And I think that she's maybe a little bit reserved because of the cameras too. Maybe
I think she's very reserved for the cameras. I also think that some of her, I'm not gonna kiss you, I'm gonna do whatever, is because not only the cameras, but she has a guard up, because I think she's been hurt before. And so her fearfulness of, is this really true? Is this really real? Like, he's a really, really good guy. Am I really able to have him? Because she asked him, why don't you stop saying that we're going to get a divorce if I don't kiss you? He was like, no, because I meant that. She was like, okay, so if I kiss you, you won't divorce me. And at that moment, I said, check, check, check. He finna get a kiss. Because she's like, okay, let me get this too.
It wasn't that. And I think she really, truly, because she was there. She's getting there. Yeah. She's getting more comfortable. He's not a bad guy. She told the
cameraman, stay tuned.
Right. He's not a bad guy because he's a good guy.
He's very patient.
He's very patient. And then that's what she said. She said, I needed the patient. I need somebody that's patient, and he's very patient, so he's getting what he's wanting. It'll progress. It won't be like Karen and Miles. They kiss, but yet they kiss, but they just never slept together. So after the show, and he was concerned about that. But I mean, it's an 8-week show. 8 weeks is not that long of a period of time to be married to somebody that you don't know. So I mean, I get it. So they're okay. I think they'll make it.
I think they'll be fine at decision day and afterwards.
I can't guarantee that. It depends on how they are afterwards.
I think afterwards you'll see that Karen and Miles type of situation. Because I think once the cameras go away, they're able to live their life, because it's a lot to get to know somebody, but then to get to know them in front of cameras. Can you imagine if we had cameras in front of us all the time? And we know each other.
Would you act different? Would you be bougie?
I'm bougie now.
I said, would you be bougie?
But I'm bougie now.
Would you be bougier? Or would you be like a Bridezilla type?
I ain't gonna be no Bridezilla. I'm gonna be me. But watching that back, that's gonna be a mess.
Okay. What you got?
You think that you would be different on camera?
No. To be the same laid back guy that I am right now.
I think you would break the fourth wall a lot.
Oh yeah, because I got questions, and I want to know why are we doing this right now. Yeah, I probably would do that. I would have a lot of things to say.
I can see you being irate because they ask you questions and stuff, and you'll be like, I don't want to ask that. I don't want to talk about that.
I don't know. Put me on a reality TV show and we'll figure it out.
No thanks.
It'd be a lot of cursing. Maybe I'd do a lot of editing. It'd be like.
Maybe like Brother Ben?
No. Not Brother Ben would do like cursing.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Maybe your life and reality. Johnny and Bow are next on my list.
Johnny and Bow.
They're gonna make it.
They get a half. So now we up to 1.5. I still think they're not gonna make it. Something about them is still off. And it's Johnny, of course, but they're okay right now. What's significantly happening? They did sexing.
They had the spicy dice game, which was hilarious.
Yeah.
When she had that lick his navel though, and he was like, "Ooh, what we doing?" She was like, "We have to change locations." He had to lay on the floor. He started pulling down his pants. She was like, "No, what are you doing?"
He was like, "Oh, sorry."
He was like, But he was supposed to be only into vanilla.
And that's the reason why I said they were half, because she was like, "I need something more." Like
she didn't say she needed something more.
Okay,
she said
she's
like willing to explore.
She looked like she wanted something more than what he was offering at the time. She's like, "Okay, that's good because we didn't know each other, but eventually you got to pep this thing up a little bit, sir."
Well, I think he is into that now because he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna change his dice and get some R-rated dice."
I'm gonna buy me some dice.
I'm sorry, that was a horrible placement.
Play by myself.
They can't see the.
Oh, they can't see the hole. They just see the.
Oh my god.
Move right along.
That was a horrible part. Patrick said you need to get better at editing some of this stuff.
Nah, I'm not editing nothing. I was told I can't edit. So.
No, he wants you to, when we say, remember when you say, and then we insert it here.
Oh, he want me to add the stuff that she said. We pulled on some receipts for her.
Yeah.
I could do that, but that takes too much time.
I told him you was lazy. Anyway.
What the hell? Ain't got no support. We doing this all on my phone. Got that big old trapper keeper over there with all the high tech stuff.
You calling my phone a trapper keeper?
Yeah. Supposed to have all them high tech cameras and carrying on. Moving on.
You too can have a trapper keeper.
I don't want one of them pieces of crap.
Oh, that was disrespectful. Anyway, what else Johnny and Bal talk about?
Sex.
Nothing. It was just all about sex.
Mm-hmm. It was an intimate show, so let's go to the people that made it.
She did what you call disclose that her family was poor and things like that, and he felt closer to her. I think he's really, really close to telling her he loves her. And everybody picked him to say it first. And it's gonna happen.
It wouldn't be first, because somebody already said it.
I'm talking about between them.
Oh, okay.
Michaela and Zach. This is what I have down for them.
From who though? Whose side? No, I mean, who's did it?
I know, but that's all I have.
No, but they're not gonna make it. Is what you're saying?
I have so much high hopes from them, but they got to get out their own way. They are both holding this relationship back from being the best it could be. He is like, "Oh my gosh, this happened. I can't get over it. I don't think you can change." She's like, "I don't trust you because every 5 seconds you change your mind." But then she's doing the same thing he is. And then she's holding back because he don't trust her. And every 5 seconds he say he gonna do something and he don't do it. So if you can't keep your word to me, I don't blame her for not trusting him. Because why do you tell me you're about to go home and get some music? Get a movie for us to watch, and then text me and say you gonna just stay at your house?
This is what I noticed about this season. And they may have done this a lot in the other seasons. They put these people together. Mm-hmm. They don't know each other.
Right.
They have their own lives already. They asked them to come stay at this place, kind of centrally located for all the couples to be close to each other.
Latitude.
And
I'm ready to go look that up on in Atlanta.
And they in Houston.
I'm in Houston. Whatever.
So this season, we've heard about people going home or whatever, but this season it seemed like a lot of people going home. And
for days.
Yeah, and I don't know what that is about that, but there's a point in time to where if you are married to somebody, you committed to somebody, you're there with them. You don't have that, I'm going to go live over here and you can live over here. Even though they put together and married at first sight, they need to be there with each other. And for this situation, it seems like for the sake of the show, they only come together for the sake of the show to record. Mm-hmm. Anytime outside of that, well, we're not recording right now, so I'm just going to go over here anyway. Right. I'm not coming back. I don't have to come back. Right. Well, if you're married, you have to go home.
You do.
I mean, so that's the reason why I said I'm not going to make it.
Unless you don't want to be married long.
Right. Because then at the same time...
If you mad, go in the other room.
At the same time, like, she's there at the house that they're supposed to be at. They're not recording. And then she's stuck at the house there and not at her other place or whatever. So it kind of, again, it makes me resentful.
I was about to say, building resentment and mistrust. I can't trust you if you never hear from me to learn to trust you. We can't build that bond.
Right.
That's a problem. And he just when he started crying, you know how me I am. I'm like, oh, it touches me when somebody cry and they feeling. His has just pissed me off. Because what you crying for?
He crying because he doesn't
really
want to hurt her.
This.
The problem is that what he told her was, he said that what she did, what did he call it, was not a red flag. He gave her the word to it. He said that she was
her reaction was something.
Whatever her reaction was, knee-jerk reaction. I can't deal with the knee-jerk reactions. And then she was like, well, what is that? I had one situation where I did that. I apologize for it. I acknowledged it.
I haven't done it again.
So why do you think I have a knee-jerk reaction? Well, he feel like she's a knee-jerk reaction. Her period. Her whole presence.
Which makes me feel like he's just trying to get out of it.
To me, it's not like I don't know if really get out of it is a way to say it, but again, there's no commitment here. Like, if you're committed to something, you're committed to it. Not to say you can't make a mistake.
And you will never change.
Right. So, over it. He can go home.
Basically,
and then they had a date.
Stay home.
They had a date, and she was answering questions, and he was like, basically, how you feel about me now, and where we going, how you see us, and he was like, I don't see us together. Okay, then what are we doing?
He's like, I want to be, but I don't know that I see it happening, but I'm willing to work on it. Are you? Because your little negative, nasty attitude ain't going to really help the situation. Because she was answering her questions, and all of her answers was basically, she's skeptical. She doesn't feel secure in the relationship. And what does his answers do? Make her more insecure. She about ready to cry. And he got his little blindfold on, not knowing what's happening out there.
Over. Next.
I had high hopes.
Not gonna make it.
They not. Unless I see something else that gives me back hope. Right now, faith without works is dead. I can't have faith with them because they're not doing the work.
Watch this. Not gonna make it. Notice a little thing that says not gonna make it, Patrick. Not gonna make it. If you don't see it, visualize it. Not gonna make it.
You don't see it. He got lazy and didn't put it in there and forgot that 22 minutes and 48 seconds.
I'm not doing it. I'm just letting put
you telling him to
visualize.
Not
gonna make it. Check.
We gonna go next. Fourth couple. Brett and Ryan.
Is this the fourth couple already? Okay. Brett and Ryan.
Not
gonna make
it. Johnny and Val, Michaela and Zach. So Brett and Ryan.
Not gonna make it.
But let's say Pete picking hard.
You tell you why they're not gonna make it?
Because of the January 6th guy.
Wait, first off.
I'm sorry.
Wait. I asked a question you answered.
Say your question again. I'm sorry.
You want me to tell you why they're not gonna make it?
Sure, honey.
Because he don't like her.
Period. She don't look like the other girls that he didn't make it with. And so he wants to do that again and keep dating. But then he's like, maybe there is a reason why she's not like any of the other girls. They might have put you together with somebody who you can really have a relationship with, since the other girls that you lusted after before didn't work. Dummy.
Here's what I noticed about him.
It's hard to change the minds of those who were on the Capitol. Go on.
Wow. What I was going to say about him, which I'm ready to move on already, because he moved on. That was the 6th?
1-6. Okay. January 6th.
Can I tell what I was going to say?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Because I'm ready to move on from him. He's a snitch. And the next couple, he snitched on the next couple.
Wait. Oh, okay.
I'm over him already. He can go home. I'm done with him.
It was necessary. It was necessary because we wanted to know.
Well, that's true too. But he doesn't like his wife, and ain't trying to be
who
with
is
her.
beautiful inside and out. I don't think there's nothing wrong with her besides her licking her lips, which I didn't see her do this episode.
Because she was too heartbroken.
She was hurt.
We're back. Why are you looking like that?
You said you wanted to make your point. I don't know what we were talking about before your phone decided that it wasn't going to cooperate. So
you want to go behind the fourth wall. Nobody can know that. You have to tell them that.
I was in the middle of my sentence when it died, and you wouldn't go back. How would we not gonna know?
You cut me off in the middle of the sentence. When they see the thing, we're like, he cut it off. So, as I was saying, he's a snitch, and he should not have been telling other people's business. Brett is a snitch. You don't think so?
Brett is the girl.
I mean, well, Ryan's a switch. You said she's a pretty girl. Ryan's a switch.
She's pretty inside and out. And so he's struggling with his feelings. He's wanting to feel butterflies and rainbows and unicorns type of bullcrap. Dr. Viviana told him best. That's stuff in the movies. Like, that's not real. And I think after she said that and he went home and kind of took that in, headband's falling apart.
It's all Liana.
Shut up. I think he understands that a little bit more, that he needs to dig deeper, because she's not going to be just that pretty girl on the arm that's going to do and say whatever he wants to say. So I'm hopeful that he gets it up there. But then now she's not there either. So like they did the tantrum yoga, is that what they call it? Tantrum?
She was uncomfortable.
She was uncomfortable because she isn't in that place where...
She hasn't been with anybody in 2 years. That's why she's uncomfortable.
Well, that too. But then also, they don't have those feelings for each other. So with them not having that, she's like, why are we so intimate right now? Because I'm not at the intimate space. I'm still trying to fix this headband. I'm not at this intimate space. So she's joking and whatever. So he's trying to get into her. But I don't blame her for not being comfortable. This man just said he didn't like you.
He didn't tell her that. But
he basically did.
His actions were...
No, Dr. Viviana said, are you liking her? And he's like... And so she answered for him. No, he don't like me. She was like, and that's okay. But I've been here before. And I think that's what... this is frustrating me. That's what's her problem with it all. My little headband coming apart. My little Dollar Tree headband. It's cute though, so I'm gonna keep struggling with it. Give me some glue. Get my glue gun. Anyway, anything else? Because their trust and their feelings are shattering the relationship.
Snitches get stitches.
Except for if you see somebody get killed, say something. For it be you. Anything on that?
No.
All right. It pains me to do this next one.
Why?
Rachel and Jose.
Why does it pain you?
Because that last episode was a hot mess. I already had them down for a no. Because I told you he was controlling. He looks like a woman beater. And...
kind of like Ryan from last season.
He didn't look like a woman beater to me. He was just awkward.
He hit her.
He did not hit her.
That's why she was so happy on TikTok when she got a divorce.
First of all, we're not going to let you put that out there because that may or may not be true.
What about the man in the you talk about the man going in?
He was at the Capitol.
You don't know that for a fact.
He was there. I saw him in the picture. Bush. He was the one under the white sheet. Anyway.
That's wrong.
So my notes.
It's very racist, actually, because you talk about the white man and the guy be a pointed sheet, but the black man can't hit the woman. Black people hit women.
First of all, he wasn't. I was about to say half black, but he was full black. But I'm not gonna I'm not gonna put black men out there in that light.
But you can't
black
sit here
men already
and
have,
make assumptions about white people and not make assumptions about black people. Just the same.
I know I'm gonna stereotype their ass just like they stereotype us.
Okay. Again, that's rude. But okay.
I don't care. I didn't say I wasn't gonna be rude. It happens.
You put up 1.5. I'm putting up.
I put up 1.6. It's the 6.
Go ahead.
Plus, it's a
Claire
black man.
Claire was blinking twice.
Plus, a black man beating a white woman. They don't be at his house.
I didn't tell him to beat her.
I ain't gonna be at his house.
He shouldn't have been doing it.
You done hit the false alarm.
I hit the false alarm?
Sure did.
I did not. She was in there blinking.
Back to my notes. I said his horns are showing. Jose got a problem. Jose has an anger management problem. He has a controlling problem, and I'm pretty sure he'd beat her if she let him.
So the Hispanic man can beat somebody, but the black man can't. All because he raised his voice because he was mad.
Let me tell you something. I said what I said,
okay,
and I'm not taking it back.
What's the boy's name? The other guy name was Ryan too. The one that's the Jews, the January 6th guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Ryan and Ryan, both of them name was Ryan. Ryan from last season was quiet. The Ryan this season was quiet. The only difference is that he's black, so you can't talk bad about him.
Correct.
That's some bull.
Correct. Now, if you give me a reason, what's the boy name that was with the girl? The black, oh my gosh, I'm all about Jesus, but not really because I have a baby on the way for my ex-fiance.
Oh.
What's his name?
I don't remember his name.
Him. I'll talk bad about him all day because he was one of the bad ones.
Okay.
He was the ones the devil can have.
He was bad from the beginning, but okay.
The devil can have him.
So, back to the...
Anyway, Rachel and Jose. So, Jose trips hard. And when he goes down a rabbit hole, he can't come back from it. He say crap he can't come back from. And he lost that girl's trust, security, and all of that. All in one instant.
She was innocent?
I didn't say that. I said he lost hers.
Well, why can't it be the other way around?
So
when they was on the float trip.
Here's the situation. So at first they went on the trip. They was doing the what's it called?
Never Have I Ever.
Never Have I Ever. Clearly I haven't played that game. But basically you say something that you've never done, and if you've done it, then you gotta take a drink. So somebody's bow said, I've never cheated. And Pola, Rachel, and Mirla took a drink. Okay? So when they took a drink, he was like, oh my God, I'm with the cheater. And from that point on, he been tripping.
Loss of trust.
But how you gonna lose trust about something that I did before you?
You can't justify what his trust level is.
So if I've cheated before, you would be not comfortable
You
with
ain't talking about me. You talking about this guy.
I asked you a
You
question.
talking about Jose.
But I'm asking you a
If you tell me you got a problem spending money, I'm going to have a problem. Look at you crazy. Like, is it your family history or what? If you say I got mental illness in my family, I'm going to get you like, okay. You start acting a little weird, I'll be like...
I do have mental illness.
Okay, so you start acting crazy and be like, is this your mental illness? That's all I'm saying. So he has a right to feel like he can't trust her because she's been known to cheat.
That's not true. No, you said known to cheat like she's done it over a period of time. She specifically said, I was young, I was dumb, and I made a mistake. If you can't go past that and just take it for
we're not gonna
what
make
I've
this video
done,
to something different because I could go a whole other direction with that. They always talk that the whole once a cheater, always a cheater thing. There's tendencies there and whatever. So if it looked like a duck, sound like a duck, it's a damn duck. I mean, now granted, should he jump the gun after the one comment? Maybe not, but that's what he chose to do. That's his right.
Did he not?
He did not. He said it the one time, then waited, and then brought it back up later on when she brought it up. She's like, I know you've been thinking about it. He's like, yeah, I have been. But he never said anything, at least on TV, on the show.
He said it 2 other times before she said, I know you've been thinking about it.
That's editing.
And
Come on, man. We know that.
He said it again when Pastor Cal came to visit.
Editing.
Okay. Anyway, so she said Johnny's name. Go put it out there because Ryan.
No. That's not the man's name that he said. He
didn't say.
They didn't say. It may not have been Johnny's name, but he called him another man's name that he got upset about.
But
tell the whole story.
But hold on. She said Johnny's name. Excuse me. She said another man's name is what he said, and she apologized right after saying it, and then he got mad. Okay. So all of a sudden, fourth wall is broke because Miss Brittany, insert producer, she's sitting there and he is going the F off.
Okay.
He said, "Get out. This ain't a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. Mm-hmm. This is a marriage, da-da-da." He going out, right? Mm-hmm. So then she goes to walk Brittany out of the apartment building at 12:30 in the morning. Mm-hmm. This man locked the door to their apartment, deadbolt lock. Mm-hmm. And at 1:02, when she arrived upstairs, he ain't let her in. She banging on the door. She banged on all their apartments. I'm guessing that Brett and Ryan was the one that let her in because Ryan knew all the tea.
You made so many assumptions with that. She could have went back to her house or the place she should live at. How you gonna ask?
How she gonna go back to her house? She didn't have no key.
But why do you add Brett and Ryan to that?
Because Ryan had the tea.
No.
Ryan was spilling the pipe in the hot tea. Because Ryan said. She said, "Let's just put it out there so it's gonna come up." She said Johnny's name, and that's what
that was a whole other time. He said that about.
No,
he was talking about a different time when she said Johnny's name. He said
he was talking about that time.
He was not,
because that's why the whole time you gotta go back and look at it. Because the whole time everybody was like, "Well, we talk about everybody all the time, so they could mistakenly say each other's name." And then so he was just like, "But she's been known to cheat, and I don't know where she went that night." And she was like, "I didn't have anything with me, so how could I go anywhere? Where am I cheating to?"
I understand what you're saying, but you took two different situations. Not just sit here and call this man a snitch. And you took his situation and made it about the time that she said that. That's two different situations. What he was saying was that, okay, that particular night, you said that she called you by another man's name, and another time I heard her call you Johnny, is what he said. So he was saying there was two incidences where she called him by somebody else's name. It wasn't a big deal. That's what he said.
I said, I didn't hear that.
But he's a snitch because he tried to bring up another situation where she said somebody else's name. It wasn't a big deal.
That was the same situation.
It was not. It was another situation.
But I can see it being a problem if they're intimate. Just like you said. What did you say? If I was to call you somebody else's name.
Right. If I do something and you call me Patrick Williams.
I'll put his whole name out there?
Patrick Williams. And you say Patrick Williams, then I'll be like, okay, she probably laughs and jokes with Patrick all along, so she said his name. No big deal.
What did I tell you?
You said I wouldn't say Patrick Williams. I would say
idiot. Because the idiot is an idiot. He'd be having me laughing at work.
So I wouldn't think anything about it. But if it's, and again, we don't know the context. This is what I think. If you're going to make assumptions, I can make assumptions as well.
Oh, here we go.
I think he's an alcoholic. Because
agree.
when they had that...
And alcoholics beat people. Go ahead.
Wait a minute, yes.
I got close too.
So, like I was saying, I noticed that when they brought the family over, friends or whatever, he was drinking. He's always got that cup. Always got a cup.
And his don't have water in it like yours.
Right. It looks like that. And
did you just call me alcoholic?
No.
This is water.
Can I finish? He always has a cup. We don't know what's in the cup, but I assume, he said this is the thing. Before this incident about the name calling thing, they were, we're so in love, we're so perfect, everything is so great, we're getting along so well, we have an issue with the finances or whatever, but we're working through that.
But you could tell that was fake. I'm sorry, go ahead, finish. Hurry.
Okay. So, they did all that, and then they were hanging out upstairs at the top of the building. What is it called again?
Latitude.
Okay, you know your cue there. So, they hanging out, probably drinking.
At the rooftop.
because when they did show the clip of them after they did that, he was animated and cursing a lot and going off because he was probably intoxicated. They didn't put that out there like that, but he's probably intoxicated for being up there hanging out and drinking, and then so the situation, it was escalated. It probably wasn't that big of a deal. The bigger problem is, besides the guy snitching about another time that she said something wrong, she probably didn't do nothing really wrong. I don't think that she's a cheater. She made a mistake by calling him by a different name. Why? I don't know, because they haven't said the reason why. And the fact that he got blew up because he was drunk. The whole walking out, whole other situation. But the problem is that when she came back, it's like, I can't be married to you, and then went away, and he's like, well, I want to stay married to her, but I'm not going to just go chase her, basically. She came back with a laundry list of things that they had an issue with, and they haven't addressed.
I got that down. Her wrong in that is, you can't say everything is peaches and cream. When they sat down with Dr. Viviana, and Dr. Viviana, I'm so proud of you. And she was like, really? Thank you. She likes to hear that they're doing good. She wants her to tell her they're doing good.
Right.
But on the inside, she's in this relationship, and she's not doing well.
And on top of that, he's
choking her. He chokes her every time.
We talk about the show for reality.
He chokes her when they kiss. Like, who wants that?
Can we?
Who wants that? She's
okay.
not happy. But here's what I was gonna say.
Can I tell you? Talk about the Dr. Viviana conversation.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Dr. Viviana was asking them questions, and she was Dr. Viviana.
Okay. I don't know what she said. But go ahead.
She was asking them questions about intimacy and all that. She was asking, have you all had sex? They were kind of like, yes. So she tried to pull it out of them. Did you like it?
Acting shy.
And it was like,
she was ready to blink twice because she was just like, yeah, I liked it. It was good.
Again, there's a bigger problem.
He chokes me while we having sex.
Maybe this episode's gonna be assumptions. Or ass out of you and me. That's all you got in this whole episode.
Look, if you ain't gonna give me 100% of it and you give me snippets, and I'm gonna fill in the damn blanks.
Okay.
Period. But what I was gonna say is, Rachel should have already told him, you shouldn't be divulging your feelings from 2 weeks ago in a conversation when we're upset. Because why didn't you tell me that before? Be honest from the start, because here y'all are thinking that everything is cool. Y'all may have one issue or two when you had a whole slew of issues and you were just waiting for that one thing to be like, I'm done.
Right. So, in his defense, he was wrong about locking her out. There's no ifs, ands, about. We ain't gonna talk about that. There's no way in the world you should lock her out. If she went out, and he's trying to defend himself about, and when I go to bed, I secure my home.
Without your wife in it, and all the men, I was proud of them, because they could have sat up there and act like what he's saying was true, and all of them was telling him, but you got to make sure your wife is there. And he was like, well, I didn't know where she went. Did you call her? Did you reach out to her? And he's like, well, no. And I think in that moment, he felt a little bit stupid, but he was going to keep up with what he was saying.
Again,
which was irritating.
We're making assumptions. I believe they were intoxicated because at 12:31, he said, I got to get up in the morning. So then he went to bed drunk. That's why he didn't hear her banging on the door when they showed the clip back. She banging on the door. Drink all your water, huh? So, again, he's wrong in that regard. But then she's wrong with the fact of, I can't be married to you. I'm leaving.
Right.
Wait. You leaving because we have a disagreement about something?
No, she leaving because he acted like he was going to put his hands on her and she wasn't going to have it. I'm just playing. Go ahead. I'm just playing. Go ahead.
So, she jumped the gun and tried to throw out that, basically kind of threatened him with the whole, I'm leaving. Right. You can't threaten anybody in a relationship, in a marriage.
I think that she was attempting to get him to fight for her.
Right. But that doesn't work.
It doesn't.
Direct conversation is what works.
You cannot have child's play in a marriage, because marriage ain't for punks.
It don't take all of that.
It don't.
It simply
it's
is a conversation. You say what you feel when it's in the time to say it and move on. If not, then what's the point of doing it? You're not doing it the right way if you're not doing it that way. Period. Like, so she was wrong. Try to hold it over his head. Then gonna come in there and talk about, well, I just want to tell you about how I felt. I wrote this down 2 weeks ago. What?
Because she told them every time she got out of a relationship, she leaves and then she never gets to say what she wanted to say. And so she's been keeping this note from the last 2 weeks.
Which in turn made him even more dig into the fact of, well, you've been holding on to this for 2 weeks and you ain't said nothing. And I'm sitting here blind. We're totally different pages. Mm-hmm. Insert, they not going to make it right here.
They're not gonna make it. No, they're not gonna make it.
Because they're not communicating. They're lying to each other. They're lying to the producers and the show and all that.
They're lying to themselves.
And I don't have a problem with him having an issue with her as far as if she was possibly, repeat cheater and all that. If he felt that way, he felt that way.
She said she cheated one time. Why do you keep saying repeat
I
cheating?
said if he feels that, is what I said. If he feels that way, he has a right to feel the way he wants to feel. Does he not? I'm gonna do some editing. I'm gonna put B squared on your face right there.
That's rude.
Oh, that blinking you were doing.
They're not gonna make it. So I have Johnny and Bell making it. I have Myrla and Gil making it.
A 1 and a maybe. Not even a good space hand.
2 out of 5.
Can't even go board.
I really want Michaela and Zach to get it all the way together, but I'm not sure we have enough time for that.
Here's what's happened with them. I'm gonna break them down real quick. She's gonna get tired of the BS.
She's already tired.
And her true feelings are gonna come out. And her true trying to piece it all together and be calm and peaceful, done. She's gonna be like, okay, I'm over this, and I'm gonna start snapping because she's not happy.
Okay.
Period.
She was like, it was all before. She said she was like, I want that happy man that I love from before. And I was like, ooh. Don't know.
Over. I think that's it.
That is all for this week. Any upcoming things? We're in our last week of September. Can you believe that?
Interesting. End of the month. Work is going to be rough this week.
It is. Not for me, but for you.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be rough. Because we got a lot of things coming up. And a lot of hopefulness. So I might be working hard. I might be working regular. But I'm always going to be working towards some goals. Any last words?
Like I'm dying? Like, subscribe.
If you all do not have insurance, life insurance, get you some. Read an article about a mother who her daughter had her 16-year-old daughter had physically had a baby. And 2 weeks after the baby was born dead, I think, or maybe died 2 weeks after or something like that. But on the same day that her grandbaby passed away, she lost her son. And then 2 weeks after that, the 16-year-old daughter got killed. She got 3 people to bury.
I thought it was, when you told me initially, I thought it was a closer precision. I thought the baby died, the son died, and like the next day.
The baby and the son died on the same day. And then 2 weeks later, the daughter got killed. Because they were holding off they were trying to do the fish fries and the GoFundMe to pay for the other two's funeral when the daughter was driving around trying to get the money for the funeral and got killed. And so then they postponed both of the funerals to have all 3 of them together, but they had to GoFundMe and fish fry it out in order to get the money. So, my people, Get some coverage. Don't let that be something that they got to do for you. Not trying to kill nobody off, but just preparation is key, and we gotta do better. That hurt my heart. I hate seeing a GoFundMe and a fish fry to fund a funeral. That sucks.
Where was it located?
I was in Wichita.
I would say they can go to Oak Grove Baptist Church, 4545 Benton. They can have the funeral there because my pastor won't charge them anything, most likely.
Yeah, but they weren't here. It was in Wichita. I was like, oh, felt so bad.
Check on your peoples, because everybody ain't always well out there.
Mm-hmm.
Mental health issues are real.
They are.
Somebody, listen, pray for Andy Reid, because he's sick of this going on in the Kansas City area out there.
For real, pray for Andy Reid.
They have changed the stadium. We can't get nothing going on out there right.
Put it back. Hashtag put Arrowhead back. Because jihad is killing us.
My gosh.
I don't even know that's how you say that.
It's GEA.
I'm not about to spell it. You're going to have to
That's what this
jihad.
All right, we're done. We're done. We're not giving any more props to that.
All right. You can find us on Tuesday with Commissioner's Desk. You can follow my blog, backtobianca.com, or and click on my link tree. I'll have it posted in the comments or in the description, I should say. Peace out.